It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Texans and the 49ers, next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
45 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first down, Whitfield. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Whitfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 9 now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the... Out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hey, check, Panther, unlock line, unlock line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert!
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. To the 27-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. And there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Holding, offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the result, a Houston touchdown.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Whitfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, Robinson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Houston. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up a throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the defense going to use the first half number 1. The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
60 boxes.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half, and now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Back to throw here. He's going to take another shot here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Okay, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. A final shot before break. Whitfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They'll run forward with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. Robbie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Robinson up the middle.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He's going to try and do this himself.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Whitfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan and stuff for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Texans back out there and ready to go.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there. And
they're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Hey, check, Panther, unlock line.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Week. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Check, reload.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a give here to Pollard. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Gabriel Davis.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Whitfield
right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw. Whitfield.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on. Hey.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's completed to Caldwell.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On second down, it's Pollard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one. And
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence on the Cypress block. You gotta choose. You like the top or you the